Hey you guys, it's Marissa. Wait, hold on, sorry. That was rude. Okay, let me put this away. I'm obsessed with coffee. Let me just say that right now. I just had to throw that. I've always been obsessed. Well, not obsessed, but I'm not supposed to drink real coffee because of the bypass. So I drink decaf, but ever since this whole cancer thing, I'm like, ooh, I'm going to be a rebel and I'm going to drink real coffee and pop a few Motrin. Like, I wish I really was a rebel and like had a cigarette or something like that, because I'm not supposed to smoke either, which I didn't. I quit smoking like 10 years ago, but anyways, I don't know where I'm going with it. My mom bought Troy and I Keurig for our anniversary last year, and I noticed that I drink more coffee. Does anybody else have a Keurig and you notice you drink more now that you have it? This stuff is expensive. I asked on my Facebook page where to get the cheapest, and everybody said Costco, which is that was a good the Costco one was good, except that they're all biodegradable, and so there's no plastic on the bottom of the K cup. It's like the filter, so it leaves this like gross film in my cup. Plus I can't put it like on my spinner because it shouldn't be out like in the open. I don't know. Anyways, I just had to throw that out there. Or where else does anybody know where else you can find like cheap? I bought online from Keurig.com and it was cheap because it was like a awesome deal once you bought a Keurig, and then I had like in my mind that they were always going to be that price. No, that's not the case. So I just want to show you real quick because my swag bag finally came, and I know I was saying that I wasn't going to probably get it again because I wasn't using it, but now that I'm kind of on this whole budget thing, and I'm not going to be buying a whole bunch of like new releases and stuff. Actually, to be honest, there really isn't that many that caught my eye. There is, I think, a Simple Stories one called like I Am or something like that, and I really just like the colors. I saw that on a website, and that one's really cute. And I don't really care for like the crepe paper one or the Chamel one. They're all just really starting to seem like repetitive and look the same to me. So I figured if I stuck with the swag bag and it was in my like budget that I'm going to give myself, that's a way to kind of get some bits and pieces of newer lines, because I noticed that she puts a lot of newer stuff in the line or in the bags. But this I know is probably a Webster's Pages. I can tell. This might be a card. No, I think she cut it. Sometimes I think a lot of her 4x6 and 3x4s are papers, which is fine because you can tell it's like time to get a new blade. But this is a really cute, I don't know what I would do with that, but that would be like pretty framed. And then is this like bubbles? Look at that. With like the little bokeh and the hearts. That is so cute. I'm actually happy. There's a lot of pink in this. I don't know if it's kind of going to be little Valentine-y, but lots of sequins, which I'm fine with because these are the sequins that I can't seem to find. And I kept saying, why can't Studio Calico like come out with just like a mixture? But oh, you can't see them. You cannot see them at all. But it's those opaque, pearly looking ones. But, like for instance, this Maya Road, I would never want a whole package of these, but, just a few of them. Like here's, I think, those new Dear Lizzie from the Serendipity, those little stickers from that roll. Like here's a few pieces that, it's just like a lot of, you all know what's in it. But I really think that this is probably going to be the way to go. And for me, as far as getting anything consistent, like kit-wise, I always use the 20, this is strawberries. I'm just kind of showing you some of the stuff that she threw in there. I use the 20% off code. It's always Instagram. Or I know that there's a lot of design team members that will put their codes out there as well. I've been finding some like baby stuff, like milestones and monthly stats. Like, I don't know if she's got like a baby thing going, because then there's this one that says, when I placed you in my arms, you snuggled right into my heart. Like, well, I'm not really doing a baby thing, but anyways, you got a piece of vellum. So just a lot of fun, stuff. A lot of these little 2x2s and 4x4s. And then this little deer that cracks me up. He's like half body. Like, what am I going to do with this acrylic deer? So I'll give him to Mila. She can do something with it. And I'm not a big unicorn person, but I think this is really cute. This is one of her, like, business cards or whatever. And Troy always make fun of him because he's like loves fantasy books, and I'm not that kind of fantasy. You know, like trolls and little doors and little elves and like Shannara. I don't know if anybody reads the Shannara books and stuff like that. So I'm always like, you want a unicorn? I don't know. So I was like, look, babe, and he was like, yeah, whatever. So anyways, oh, we got a doily. So it's really cute. So I think that is one thing that I probably will stay with. I know I haven't used the last ones yet, but I would totally use them if I was caught up. Like, here's the January kit, and I'm thinking, you know what? Just screw 2014 right now. If I don't want to get that far behind, I think I just need to go with it and just do January's right now, you know? Or, well, I do it monthly. I don't know how I could do it right now. Or just start it. But use my stuff. I mean, and once I get to November and December, then I will use the other ones from last year. Or once I get to November and December from 2014, I'm still like in July. And then the December daily, hit the road, Jack. I don't even want to mess with that right now. If I get bored, I might do it. But, which leads me to why I made this video. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but like video wise, but I decided to put myself on like a budget or like an allowance. Troy and I follow Dave Ramsey for a budget and stuff like that. Putting money away, telling you where to put your money, or telling your money where to go, and spending all of your money before, you know, on paper before, you know, that whole thing. And I'm sure a lot of you know who Dave Ramsey is. We attended Financial Peace University through a church, you know, the whole like 9-week program or whatever. And, but we kind of got away with it from it. And you know, I always say with Troy and I that one thing we are consistent with is being inconsistent. But we were doing really well. And then because things were going really well, it was like, oh, you know, like raises were coming and we were like, woo, insurance premiums were going down, you know, and so we just got away from telling the money where to go. The money was going to Michael's and Hobby Lobby, and you know, we're a one income family, so you know, we're not, I mean, Troy makes good money, but it's getting to where it's like, what do we have to show for it? You know what I mean? I mean, not that I'm trying to throw all my personal stuff out there. When I mean show for it, it's like, all that money that I was spending on all this stuff that I don't need and all of his video games and stuff, like it could have, you know, been put into savings or, you know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, so this is just me talking. So without going into all this personal stuff, I decided to give myself, like Dave Ramsey calls it, blow money. And that's what you can blow it on whatever you want. So I decided to give myself an allowance, so to speak, for crafty stuff. And I think it'll be fun because then I have to get creative with what I buy, which I've kind of been doing. So if I do want to still continue to get this kit, which is about $11 and some change shipped because I use the 20% off, then I have to include it in my budget. Or in my allowance, whatever I'm going to call it. But I thought in the meantime what I could also do, because it's not so much about what can I buy, you know, it's like I have to get away from that. Like, I want to buy the, you know, like what's coming out next. No, it's what am I going to use that I already have? And how can I get inspired to use it? Because I know I'm not the only one that feels like this. By the time you have bought all of that new stuff and it's sitting there from like the new releases and Chamel and Dear Lizzie comes out, by the time you get around to using it, it's like old news. The new stuff came out and it's like, do you feel like you can't, not that you can't use it, but it's like, oh, that is so yesterday that if you're going to do something, Dear Lizzie, you need to use Serendipity when you know darn well I still have Fifth and Frolic. I mean, so anyways, where I'm going with this is I want to start using my stuff because I love the stuff that I have, but I've just kind of got so caught up in buying stuff So, you know, and just with all of my health and all of that stuff that's been going on, it's just everything's been on the back burner. And now that this is you know, taken care of for now, I went to physical therapy today to try to get what's going with my back. So hopefully that's gonna be okay. But it's time to get back to doing something, you know, that I enjoy, and it's crafting. So I think that I want to do, I'm like rambling all over the place. I want to do like challenges, not just for myself. You are more than welcome to follow along. I was thinking like, oh, I'll host a challenge. I'll send out prizes. We'll do all of this. But what is the point of me trying to save money if I'm going to spend all this money on sending out things to you guys? I'm all for that. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll have something called like use it or lose it. And if I don't use it, then I'm going to rack to somebody. And then I thought, well, why would I just throw stuff to you guys? Because you might be in the same boat that I am. So why am I going to push off all my stuff on you? So anyways, so for instance, here are some 6x6 pads that, sorry, I'm making sure that I don't drop them. Here's some right here. And, gosh, sorry. Half of these still have the tape on them and have not seen daylight. So, you know, print shop, remember that? Market Street, stitched. All these half pads that I bought on Facebook from somebody. Teresa Collins. I mean, Maggie Holmes, Maggie Holmes, Maggie Holmes, Maggie Holmes. Crepe paper. I mean, come on. Here's the 14 line from, you know, 2012, and it's never been cracked open. So I am thinking, what about if, you know, once a week I have a challenge? So I will do like 6x6 pads. I have to do something with 6x6 pads. I have to use my 6x6 pads, or I have to use 5 papers from the 6x6. I mean, that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see, what else do we have around here? Here's ink. Just like grabbing things. Here's all the American Craft inks. I don't know. Use your inks. Sorry, I'm gonna kind of, sorry, like R-rated. Oh my gosh, sorry. Use sequins. Come on now. Use wood veneers. You get where I'm going with that. So I think that I'll list the challenge, and if anybody wants to join just for fun, just to, you know, to do what I'm doing, then you're more than welcome. I have jars full of ribbon. Who uses ribbon anymore? But I mean, paints, sprays. I was looking over there. Stickers, rubber stamps, stickles, glitter, paint. I already said that. Project Life cards. Maybe we have to make a layout with Project Life cards. Chipboard. Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. We're going to go through stuff while y'all are right here, because maybe I'll embarrass myself. What is this? Oh, what is, okay, like, dude, chipboard, 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 chipboard. Like, look at all of this. These are all like, come on, you guys. These are all like, oh my gosh, chipboard, die cut. Okay, smash books. What if we did like a smash book? So what do you think? Do you think that'll help me? Maybe not, maybe not a one a week, because shoot, it'll take me forever to get through all this stuff. But I don't know. So what do you think? Do you think that'll help me? Like twice a week, we have to do something, or I have to do something. And then maybe I'll have like, let me see, if I buy anything, I'll do like my month, you know, I'll do like a monthly haul of what I used, how, you know, what I used with my budget, you know, with my allowance, show you guys what I used or what I bought. I don't know. What do you guys think? Does that sound like something that would help me? How do you guys use your stuff? Let me know how you use your stuff. Like, does that inspire you, what I just said? Like, would anybody want to do that with me? Like, if I set up, you know, a challenge and, you know, I don't know. Tags. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at the bucket loads of tags. Doilies. Like, maybe one time we have to put doilies on our stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, my Razcog is redonkulous. Like, what if we had to clean out our Razcogs? I don't know. If I did that and did like weekly videos or twice a week, would you guys do that with me? Because I think if I had somebody else doing it with me, that it would help. It would be fun. And then we could like encourage each other to use our stuff. Let's make 2015 like use it or lose it. Huh? I don't know. Okay, that's it. That's what I want to talk about. So that is my plan. I want to put myself on a budget and use my stuff. Because I don't want to be like cracking out or cracking open the stitched line or this We Are Memory Keepers, and it's like, we are who? There's no more We Are Memory Keepers. Like, they were so 2015 and it's 2029 right now or something. Well, I won't be scrapbooking, I'm sure then, but you know what I mean? Just ugh, I don't know. Oh, and then if we do the swag bag, like if anybody else has a kit, it doesn't have to be the swag bag, then we have to like 1 week we have to use our stuff from our kits. I don't know. Let me know if that sounds interesting to you guys, if you guys would do it with me. I'm going to do it, but I just want to see if anybody even cares. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to make a video if nobody cares. So anyways, let me know what you think or how you use your stuff, how you're getting your stuff out there to be used. Okay, thanks for listening, you guys. As always, I know I ramble, but it's the Norco talking. I'm just kidding. If it was a Norco talking, I'd be like sticking my head out of this thing and like crawling through. But okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.